please bless the children on the day, because the enemy is trying to attack them as they're going through the day trying to bring praise to the world. May you please keep me, your servant, as good as I can, and make me good so I can preach the word to them without messing up, without faulting.
Jesus.
And I keep you on my back and support me. In your name, amen.
Amen.
And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years and had suffered many things of many physicians and spent all that she had, and there was nothing better, but rather grew worse. But she had heard that Jesus came in, pressed behind, and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch him, just touch his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in a press and said, who touched my clothes?
Jesus.
And his disciples said unto him, thou seest the multitude of thronging thee, and sayest thou, who touched me? And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what she had done in her, came and fell down before him and told him the truth. And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace, and be whole of thy plague.
Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
As you can tell in your soul, that what you got no physical proof of.
Jesus.
Just as this woman did, after 12 years of bleeding, 12 years of being outcasted, 12 years of going through life without a cure. And all she had to do was pray. She just had to manifest it. God said it's waiting for you. She just had to make a shift in her praise, and God said it would be there for you.
Shift. Jesus.
Because God said he had to test her to see if she would crack under her circumstances. Being in that position for 12 years would taint most people, would drive them away from the path. But she didn't. One thing that Apostle Paul used to say is, to everything there's a certain season and a time to every purpose under heaven. So to me, that means that God has everything good in your life planned. No matter what you do, you can make a wrong decision. The calendar is just going to change, but you have to get there.
Jesus.
That's good.
You have to change yourself enough just to get there, you know?
Wow, that's good. Just to get there. That's good. Take your time.
You just have to be ready to receive it when it's there for you, you know?
Be ready.
And it took this woman 12 years to reach her cure. So to me, that means that God said, I'm going to have to put you through some things for you ready to receive it.
Jesus.
Woo.
He said, I'm going to have to put you through some things so that you can be where I called you to be.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Jesus.
Just like what he said to me. God called me to preach to the world, but I can only preach to y'all from what I know. So he said he's going to put me through some things so I can teach y'all.
Jesus.
And just as I said, I can only preach to y'all from what I've been through and what I know, but that doesn't mean I haven't been through nothing yet.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow, you talking big.
But still, do you have enough faith? Can you prevail against the odds? Let me give you some examples of faith from my life. A couple months ago in early December, my mom was having a major surgery, and it could have been life-threatening, and I just prayed for her. I didn't know any words of how she was going to be, if she was going to make it through the day, but I just prayed. And even though she had a complication after the surgery of blood running, that was just because God said, you got to be ready to go on.
Wow. 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 You got ready going.
Let me give you another example. As a child, I wouldn't have made it here today because I had a lot of lung issues. I was breathing on tubes and I had really bad asthma. But my mom didn't give up. She prayed for me every day. I was in the hospital every other day of the week. At one point in time, I didn't even think I was going to make it. but my mom didn't give up praying for me.
Wow, I know that's right.
Amen.
And through her faith, I was made whole and I was continued to be able to go on. And I'm 14 now. I haven't had an asthma attack in over 8 years. Let me tell you another time that it took my faith to get me through. About in 2004, when my brother was playing baseball, I used to like to watch movies a lot. My favorite movie was Children of the Corn. I'm being honest. I just gotta be truthful. And since I watched the movie so much, I thought it would be fun to go in a cornfield while he was playing baseball. And I was gone for about 3 hours. I walked through the cornfield and I got lost immediately.
Wow.
And I just prayed. I sat down and I prayed. And through it all, he just let me out, you know? It's like I saw a light that just led my way.
Jesus. Bless them, God.
And now let me get back to this woman. Because out of all these examples of me, it's still nothing compared to what she went through. 12 years of going through life broken. I know she heard of Jesus before, but she never met him. And when she heard of the rumors of him coming through the area, she just said, I just need to get to him. I just need to reach out and touch him. I just need to get close enough for him to heal me, you know? So she just continued to pray and pray. And as he got closer, she just got close enough to him. And she had to push through all the people around him. Because when Jesus walked, it was like gravity. People just centered around him.
Jesus.
And she had to push through it. And it wasn't easy for a woman in her condition. Women weren't even supposed to talk to men outside of her house. Not to mention that because of her condition, she wasn't even supposed to be noticed. And she just had to push through everyone surrounded around him. And she didn't even take the easy way, because the easy way would have been to reach out as he walked past. But she pushed through from the back.
You better preach. That's good.
But she pushed through. How many of y'all say that y'all can go through that for 12 years and just push and hold on to your faith and keep praying and not give up?
Jesus. Jesus.
And I mean, some people can't say they could do it. And even if you can, all it comes down to is, do you trust God? Do you trust him enough and believe that he'll help you through whatever you're going through, any situation? I mean, do you even trust him enough to believe that he's going to do what he said he would do?
Wow.
I mean, when I was younger, I used to get bullied by this boy named Kion, twice the size of my brother. He was only about 7, maybe that. And I just let it go. Because I prayed about it and God said, I'll protect you, I'm going to handle it.
Jesus.
But until then, don't mess with it. Just leave it alone. So I turned the other cheek and I went on with my life. And I had to deal with this dude for 4 years, you know?
Jesus.
4 years. And then after that, he just disappeared. Like, I would see him, but he wouldn't see me.
Wow. Wow.
You know?
Wow. Jesus.
Like, most people couldn't even do that, you know?
Jesus. Bless them, God.
Like in Hebrews 11:11 in the New Living Version, it says, faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us the assurance about things we cannot see. And without faith and trust in God, he would not have helped me, because without faith, it is impossible to please God, as said in the Bible. Because you have to convince him that you know him enough, that you believe in him, that you trust in him, for him to trust you. So was your faith weak or strong, you know? Do you have little faith or great faith? Because we're convinced of the reality of things unseen because of our faith and our confidence in God. Okay, so consider this. Someone you know, you love and trust. It could be a family member, a friend, someone you've known for a while. They tell you that they got a gift for you. You don't know what it is. But you know they're going to give it to you, right? You trust them. You have faith in them that they're going to give it to you.
Yes.
But what's the difference between him and God?
Stay there. I know that's right, nephew. I know that's right. Oh, you preaching myself. Wow. Wow.
Because Apostle Paul said that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. For example, you come home from work, you can come home from school, it doesn't matter. And you come home and you see the table set up, you see plates, dishes out, and you smell it in the kitchen. So the substance is the plates and the evidence is the smell. You know that you're about to have something to eat because you feel that. You have faith in the person cooking. But what's the difference between that person and God? How you gonna have faith in man but not God? You know, the one that brought you from dust, the one that put air in your lungs, that's carrying you every day as you walk around.
Jesus. Jesus.
So again, I ask, is your faith great or little?
Wow.
Because they say your faith only needs to be the size of a mustard seed. You know how big a mustard seed is? It's about that small.
I know that's right.
And your faith isn't that good. I mean, y'all mean to tell me that y'all don't have that much faith, that little, just to believe in God and trust in Him?
Jesus.
That He's gonna bring you through whatever you're going through. That He's gonna help you through your day-to-day, put air in your lungs as you sleep.
Jesus. My God. Thank you, God.
So again, I ask, is your faith great or small? Is your faith great enough to turn the other cheek as you're being bullied?
Jesus.
I mean, is your faith great enough to believe that you're gonna live every day? That somebody is protecting you? Because if you don't got faith, you're gonna die.
Wow.
Your spirit's gonna die inside of you.
Wow.
You know that?
Jesus, preach. Go ahead. Thank you, God.
Now, like I said, is your faith great or small? Because do you have enough faith just to keep believing in God?
Right.
Because some people, they go through some things and they leave God alone. They don't pray to Him.
Wow.
They act like He's not there anymore. But is your faith that good?
Wow.
Can you pray to God when you're in the good times and the bad times?
Yes, yes, yes.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Preach it,
Now,
Chaz.
that's all I gotta say. Now, I want my Aunt Lee to come up here and pray for those who need help with their faith.
Amen.
And I'm even gonna stand up here with y'all, because even if your faith is good, you can still improve.
Jesus. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Now,
Amen. Thank you, God.
if you would, come to the altar if you need help with your faith.
Amen. Amen.